G'day, Case. Mike McCoy, Burners TV, mate. We're back.
Right. Yes, we are. We're back.
Good on you, mate. Now, Christmas just around the corner. We thought we'd send something out to the faithful, mate.
Yes.
Let's just sort of start quickly off the field, mate. Now, I know there's been some legends get off, in particular two life members, long-termers,
Off
Darren
committee.
Addy off committee and Mick Tum.
Yes, they've been long servants of the club. Obviously, everyone knows them. Both life members. So they gone off the committee at the AGM, recent AGM, and we've added some new people on there. So we've got Gary Jean as the new secretary. We've got Dan Richards, who's now the vice president of the club, and he's going to be director of the football director for the men's division. And Felicity Langdon, who's going to be also vice president. She's going to be football director for the women's department. We've got Dee Bell. She's going to be our social events coordinator, and obviously Sharon Berry, the new junior president. So she's been involved with the club for a little while, but she's taken over from the great Spencer Wilson. So that's exciting. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. And obviously, you're still involved. I'm still involved. Brian Maher's still involved. So it's going to be exciting times.
Great to see some ladies, some females on the committee, mate.
Yes.
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah. So finally, because I mean, it's just one of those things that we need to balance the ledger a bit, and they're an important part of our club, and with that comes a lot more energy and bits and pieces on the committee. So Felicity's doing a great job. She's hit the ground running. She's got the backup of Dave Ramsdale and Craig Smith, but more importantly, we've got Julie Hoskins now. She's going to be the football women's welfare officer, so she's great and football representative. So that's good. So that's a good mix of people and a lot of skill sets that have come on board, and we should be right from here on.
Fantastic, mate. All right, let's move on to the field.
Yes.
The first one I want to talk about is netball, mate. We've got a team coming back.
Netball is back for the first time since 2019. Shelby Brown, Ash Brown's better half. She's going to be the coordinator there, so it's pretty exciting. We've got 16 to 17 young women on the roster. They'll play on a Friday night, Section 2. So those works still continue through. So they'll start their season aligns with the footy season. So in the football times, go down and watch them on Friday nights. It's either at Heathmont or at Knox Netball Centre. Should be a good time.
Excellent, mate. Anyone who's interested in playing, go on the website, go to the contact area, and you'll see Shelby's contact details.
Correct. There. Or just if you can't do that, send me a number or send me a line, and I'll flick it on to Shelby. But she's doing a lot of work, and also too ably assisted by Naomi Allen.
The better half
well.
of BA,
So they're both taking on the role, which is fantastic.
Good on you, mate. Okay, now on to the women's footy.
Yep.
We've lost a couple of coaches, as we all know.
Yep.
But we move on, and Flick's now leading the charge, mate. What's happening there?
We've got expression interest out there at the moment, so we're looking for both a Masters and a senior women's coach. We've had a couple of nibbles regarding the Masters. Senior women's coach, we're still trying to find someone there. It's early days. Look, we're confident we'll have someone pretty shortly. We are talking to one or two, but look, if anyone out there knows anyone that wants to take over the role or have a bit of support somehow, please get in contact with either myself or Felicity. Flick's number and details are on the website, and we can facilitate that. But yeah, it should be good.
I think it's very important, mate, that we want the senior girls in particular. We want them to start again and get on the journey to winning a Premier flag at some stage in the near future.
Correct. Well, we've hit a couple of hurdles, but the girls are they're sticking fat, as you say. That's one of your sayings, and they've been training down at Monash Uni, so beautiful surface down there. So the numbers have been okay, but look, we'll be right. It's early doors.
Excellent, mate. All right, let's move on to the men's footy.
Yes.
Boys have been training down there at the Nuttawatting Christian College.
Yep.
I've been to most of the sessions, mate, looking very good. Some really talented players coming through.
Yeah, some recruits.
Some recruits. What can you tell me, mate?
So we've got our VFL boys back. So we had a few VFL boys, Blackburn boys that were VFL last year, aligned to us. But Macadorian, 2021 Ronnie medalist, he's back full time with Blackburn, so that's fantastic.
Very good.
Matty Bartlett, he's looking fit as a fiddle. He's back from Richmond now, so he's with us full time.
Small forward.
Connor Hinkley had a bit of an injury issue last year, but he's back, bigger and better than ever. And Kate Ainsworth, who has been aligned with us for quite a few years. He's back as full-time Blackburn footballer, and he is a fantastic top-shelf young man. Also looking after our second under-19s team, because he said he wanted to get fully involved with the club. So it's really exciting to see those four back. And we've also recruited pretty well at this stage with Fraser Elliott, who was a junior at Blackburn, went and played for Whitehorse Pioneers, then Oakley Chargers. He's aligned with Richmond, or he's signed with Richmond along with us. Who else have we got? James Elliott. He comes down from Yarrawonga, played for Lower Plenty last year, was a Murray Bushranger way back when. What else we got?
He's mature, yeah, about 27, 28.
27, yeah, really,
mature
really
body.
nice guy.
Oh, yeah,
You
looks
know,
good, mate.
Yeah, we like the cut of his jib. He's a really nice guy, so that's great. We've got a couple of tours we're looking at still. We've got a couple to land, but with Christmas now, we've sort of put that on the ice for a few days, and then readdress those. But we're pretty confident that we'll get a couple of those, so we should be fine.
And a couple of young guys, tall young fellas in particular. I think we're confident getting Jerome Lawrence and Sam Deneen, mate, both 195 plus.
Yeah, correct. So they've come up through the 19s. We've got there's been a few of the guys that have we've elevated to senior contracts. So the guys you spoke about, and you got Roachy, James Roach.
Oh yeah, big forward, knows how to kick goal, mate.
Yeah. Mitchy Williams.
Oh yes.
Fraser Hoskins, although he's getting both his shoulders done, so he won't be playing much at all this year or next year. So that's fantastic. But look, the under-19s, just dovetailing into under-19s, we've had a lot of training, which is fantastic this time of year. Historically, we get probably half a dozen or so, but we've had about probably 13 or 14 at training, sometimes up to 16, and we've had 30 different footballers come through over the time. So it's a pretty busy time for under-19s with uni and some of them doing year 12 exams, and they got what's that silly week they go away with?
Schoolies, mate.
So they've done that as well.
Yep.
So look,
yep.
We'll have the full squad and everything going start of the year, and we've got some fantastic. We've got all our coaches are set for the under-19s, both 19. So we've got 2 head coaches with Ash Brown and Kate Ainsworth, and then some assistants below there. So it's a really good system we've got, and we'll keep them punching.
Okay, so I'm thinking towards the end of January, mate, we'll come out to the punters and let them know who's gone, who's come in, and the final list, and we'll go from there.
Now, talking about punters, one thing I did forget to mention is, regarding the punters, is our new membership manager, who's now come onto the committee, Darren Embley, nicknamed Stu. So he's taken over from, we've got some pretty big shoes to fill. With
enormous, mate.
With the memberships. but yeah, so look, Stu's, Darren Embley's a fantastic find for us. He's a fantastic guy. We've redesigned some of the membership packages. We've got some old stuff coming back in. Like last year, we didn't have our half-time refreshments every week. But
yes.
Next year, it's back.
Yeah, I know you're bringing it back.
It's back.
Okay.
So we might do. We're going to do that. We might even throw in a couple of 1-hour sessions before the game. But we just got to see how you're feeling on the day, whether you want to loosen those purse strings.
Yeah, no chance of that, mate.
so anyway, look. Just wait a couple of weeks, guys, and we'll bed those down, send that information out. We've already had some inquiries come through, which is fantastic, and then away we go.
You'll do a great job. You spent quite a bit of time with Stu, mate.
Yeah.
He will be great in this job.
He's a nice guy. He's very sharp. He lifts the IQ of the room pretty well, so that's not hard to do with us.
No,
anyway.
Indeed, mate. All right, listen, the Oval, mate, everyone's asking me, when's it going to be ready? Is it going to be ready?
Yes, it'll be ready. So we're back on track. As I did a bit of a video the other day, they'll be laying turf possibly the second week of January. That'll give it plenty of time to bed in and knit. The first senior game we have on there will be round 3 against Doncaster East. And then after that, we're probably going to just have to manage the traffic on there, be it training, be it the juniors, whatever. So we'll just see how it goes. But at this stage, we should be right for round 3 on the new deck of Moreton. They'll still be doing some of the peripheral stuff around the edge, the landscaping and the pathway. But don't worry, the deck will be ready, and we'll be right to go for at least that opening game on round 3, because round 1 and 2 are away.
That's right, East Doncaster, 29th of April, mate.
Yes, that's
Stick it in your diary.
Yep.
All right, mate, that sounds good. I think we've covered everything. Now, the one thing I just wanted to ask you about was communication. I think we're looking at a new social media platform.
New football club app. So we'll be one of the first football clubs to have its own app. So that's going. It's been a bit of work in the last 12 months. We're sort of coming to the point here now. We've got to start making decisions how it's going to look and start paying some bills as far as the people that are writing it for us and building it for us. So if everyone just holds fire, we should have that done within the next few months. It won't be done overnight, but it will happen. We've just got a couple more hurdles to jump, and then we should be right. The Burners Bulletin will continue just slightly in the next couple of months, and then after that, once the app's done, the Burners Bulletin will fall away. It's a co-branded application between the juniors and the seniors, so it'll build all at your fingertips. So it'll be a fantastic tool for everybody.
Fantastic, mate. You won't have to wait a week. You just get all your information on time or in time, whatever the expression is.
And the other good thing is all the information you get gets catalogued and stays in a library. So unlike an email that comes in on Monday, and with all the emails that come in on Tuesday sort of get swept away, it'll save in there. You can go back, you can reread. So it'll be a lot more user friendly for everybody.
Okay, fantastic, mate. Just one last thing I thought of: player sponsorships. I've had a few inquiries. Darren's going to be looking after that.
Yep.
So just hang tight, those who want to back a player.
Yep.
We'll come out in the new year and give you a final list, and we'll sort that out. So
We've got plenty of new players coming on, and obviously we had a few players leave, so retirement and play up at the bush. So look, there'll be a few new faces there. So
Big Maxie's back, mate. Forgot to mention. Maxie Otten. Yep.
He's been boxing with Darren Blewett down at Moreton Park.
Yes.
So it'd be good to see him do a bit more boxing. He's fitter than he was last year, but he's still got a little bit of way to go. But we all have.
Right here, mate.
So no, look, he's back, and it'll be good to see Big Maxie back.
Does that mean he's going to be an enforcer for us, mate? Or
Well, let's hope so. On the back line. What do they say about back six, get the chicks or something?
I heard he's going up forward, but yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway, he's tall, he's big, he's strong, so we'll get him fit and away we go.
All right, mate. Nothing else at this stage, mate?
No, look, all I just want to say is just thank everybody for their support this year. It's been a long year. It was capped off by our reserves and under-19 Premier team winning the flags. We had 4 juniors win flags as well, so what a great year.
Great year, mate.
And I'd just like to thank everybody for their support. It's been the first full year in 3 seasons, as everyone knows. Next year will be the same. All our business partners, our corporate sponsors, and, all the people that support us, thank you very much. Next year will be bigger and better again. We've got some new initiatives coming through, and I just can't wait to watch football again from Good Friday.
All right, mate. Good on you, mate.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Case, and to all the punters.
Yes.
And we'll talk to people in the new